I lost my yawn. I got stage fright.
No, you're good.
Dude, I have a hard time yawning now because Grace gave me PTSD. Every time I try and yawn, she sticks her finger in my mouth. And so I'm mid yawn and I'm like, and it just cuts it off. And I'm like, I feel like I'm going to die because of that. Like, if that continues and that builds up, I feel like I'm going to die.
Well, dude, we're doing a night cast right now, and so you started yawning, talking about yawns, and I'm like, I'm going to bed, dude. So we came over to Colby's house again, but we decided against the jet skis.
Yeah, that's just uncomfortable.
Colby blew out his back the next day, and it was probably because of that.
Dude, but it was weird the following day after I heard it. Like halfway through the day, completely fine.
Really?
But the day that I did hurt it, I went home halfway through the day and I could not fucking move. And in the morning before I left, I showered completely fine, went up and down the stairs completely fine. All of a sudden I'm in the kitchen and I turn and reach and I just my back just seized up and I was like, help. And I couldn't walk and I was trying to sink to the couch on that side. And she's sitting right where I am, and I'm on the edge trying to sit down and lean back because I'm losing all fucking stability, everything. And she's pregnant, not feeling well in the morning, and I was like, move, I need help. And she's like, yeah, I don't feel good.
She's like, I'm pregnant, dude. I can't. My back hurts. I've been carrying around a second human for the last.
Yeah.
Last 7 months.
Didn't look great, but. Yeah.
No, dude, when I was telling you, I took the cat to the vet. When I brought her home, I felt bad because it was funny. I got
rich
her
motherfucker over here.
No.
I would not pay that. I'm sorry.
Instant put down.
I love animals, but the amount you spent the time before and then this time I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
That's a dirt bike.
Don't get, yep.
I'm an asshole.
No, dude, I totally fucking get it. That's what I mean. It's I took her today and it was truly depending on what these tests are, I think, this is kind of the last vet trip. You're a 10-year-old cat. In the nicest way, you'll get one more vet trip, and I don't think that one's a very expensive one. It's $100.
So, how dogs...
Or just take it outside and fucking old yeller it.
Yeah. Yeah, you take it outside and just fucking shoot it. You live on property.
That's what my dad used to do.
Just bury it.
Deadass.
You dig a hole, throw it down in there, pop.
Yeah. Well, no. No,
and
that's
then
not.
You just fill the dirt in.
That's not how you do it.
Why not?
You kill the animal before you take it to its grave, throw it in the hole, and then shoot it.
Why?
What?
Well, what else are you gonna do? You gotta chase it around and try and shoot it?
Damn, I guess maybe you do put it in the hole. Do you just leave it in the eye? Now I gotta ask my dad some questions, dude.
That's how I would do it.
Well, I don't think that's what we did for the horses and shit.
I just let them start walking and then just shoot them in the back of the head so they don't know it's coming. Put them out nice, Dude. They just go out real peaceful, not knowing what happened. Dude, that would be the saddest shit ever. I don't know if I couldn't do that because I think I might end up shooting myself after I see my fucking animal just and I'm like, oh, little whatever.
You'd take your own after.
I'd fall on the ground crying and I'm like, I can't deal with this.
I was just laughing that I was like, dude, I love that this is the first bit we got into on the podcast. How exactly do you save some money at the vet?
Got really dark real quick.
No, dude, the fucking please subscribe to the Patreon, guys. Dude, the cat bill fucking bankrupted me today. And yeah, it is kind of
dude, that's more than a truck payment.
Yeah, that's more than my car payment. My car payment's too much. I was just bitching to you about how I might just fucking... Anybody want a 2015 Subaru Forester, you can get it for the small price of way too much money at a 21% interest rate. I'm locking you in. You can take over. Dude, you can say whatever you want.
No, fuck those cars.
Oh, yeah.
She said she was gonna watch this. Whatever.
Well,
Let's move on.
I think I'll leave most of that in because that was hilarious too.
No, that was funny.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. The vet thing was a little much, I feel like. And especially when they don't even tell you anything. You know what I mean? Well, we did all the tests and there's nothing wrong with her. That'll be $700.
Was that the deal today?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. They said her glucose looks good. You know, they tested her for
Dude,
that.
we're gonna go get Gracie's glucose tested. Taking her to the vet on Monday.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot about that. I might have a 4-day week.
Ooh.
Or a 3-day weekend.
Nice.
Hi.
You're like, she can suffer for my pleasure.
Hey.
I get a day off. Fuck.
Yeah, I like her being pregnant. It helps with the days off and shit.
Just get to hang it. That's awesome.
Dude, and it's super cool because
it's good that you're. It's funny that we're saying it like that. He means it's so. He's so glad he gets to spend this precious time with his pregnant.
Yes. Yes. the right by the hospital, there's a La Provence.
Yeah.
And so we go there for like breakfast or lunch every time that we go there.
Is that the Lake Oswego one or the?
No, there's one in Progress Ridge.
Yeah.
I think by Big Al's.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's the coolest one because it's on that little water place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dude, the wood in there is insane. It's like, you gotta check it out.
I haven't been to that one, to be honest with you. I went to the Lake Oswego one for my birthday brunch like 2 years ago.
There's a group of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you were there as well. Rylan was there.
Was not 21 yet.
Did you get mimosas?
Nope. You guys all got the mimosas, like the raspberry, the orange, whatever. I think like the mimosa flight, it came with like the raspberry, orange. I don't know what the third one was.
I just remember.
Strawberry or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I remember I got this fucking
assholes.
What did I get? I got this like.
Now I got my big Modelo.
I got this fucking like skillet thing, and I remember it was way too expensive. Dude, that is a huge Modelo, and the amount of lime juice that you added.
Well, because it's. I mean, how big is a regular Modelo?
No, I get it, and I'm also laughing at the fucking how big it is because it's a 32 ounce, which is 2 16 ounces put together, and that's what this is right here. So I can't really be judging on your big ass Modelo.
The Coors Light 16 ounces?
I think so. These are tall. I think these are kind of tall. This looks tall, doesn't it? Look at this. That's
skinny and tall.
16 fluid ounce, 1 pint.
Damn. That measures up weird. There's 2 of those in here.
What?
That doesn't seem right?
Somebody's lying.
Wait, do you think it seems more or less?
I feel like 2 of these would not fit in that.
That's what I was thinking.
This is a good bit.
I feel like this would have less than that. Yeah. Sorry.
No. I'm just joking. We were just talking about how they're all fucking.
Look at this cute little group, guys, that not even the camera can see. How's that bit?
Yeah, dude, you got some interesting books back here.
So I asked for those books. So the books are called Survival Hacks. The Meat Eater Guide to Wilderness Skills and Survival.
Oh my god! And then
I asked for those for I think maybe my birthday or like 1 year or I felt oops. I felt footsteps again, but I think it was her this time.
The lights are on.
I asked for it for something anyways from Grace.
Did you turn the lights on?
This time I did.
That's an inside joke. You're not even gonna get that one, dude. We're doing great.
Sorry, guys.
Keep going.
So I asked for those just to like know how to do shit.
No, that's good, man.
Like in the woods, because I go camping all the time, and I was like, realistically, I get super fucked up out there. I should probably know some like some basic shit in case my truck battery dies and I'm not responsible, so I don't bring anything to be able to jump it. I don't have enough food. I definitely don't have enough clothes. I don't have enough blankets. I'm not like every way. I'm gonna be cold, hungry, and I'm gonna die. Like it's not gonna go well.
It is funny that you have the survival hacks books conveniently located next to the networking for dummies. I mean, it's not right next to it, but it's on the same bookshelf. Well, yeah. No, you separated them out. You put them next to your Tom and Jerry. This guy's fucking all over the place. Can't be trusted, dude. He's got networking for dummies lined up with Tom and Jerry every season.
My cousin bought me that fucking shit because I was working for her.
I know that you love Tom and Jerry. It's great.
Oh, the Tom and Jerry. I asked for the networking for dummies. I was working for her and she fucking bought me that.
The Tom and Jerry's. No, I bought those.
So I do fucking construction, and then I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this tech shit, and they were like, all right, here you go, dummy. Here's a book.
I remember when you were going through the tech stuff, Colby, and I really wish it would have worked out, but I am laughing because if you I
haven't opened that book.
You gotta open that book because maybe it might. We can get you doing some of the editing. We can put out 2 a week. You edit one.
I see what you're saying.
Need you a fucking.
Sorry, Jason.
No, you're good. Honestly, I feel like, and I could be wrong, it might just be these fucking rad headsets that we have on, but I do feel like this sounds so crisp right now. Like, if it actually sounds like this by the time I put it up on YouTube, I'm gonna be so stoked.
It is pretty clear. I don't hear shit but us.
You know, you don't.
Your voice sounds a lot better than mine. There we go. Mine sounds a little better now. It's the way that I was talking.
This thing is getting kind of low on batteries over here because I started recording a little bit early. That's what I was saying though. We got to get another one of these mics. I think it was only like $179. You have a kid coming in on the way, so like but I just had that cat.
We can make it work.
Well, I'll figure it out, but we'll do something there. But this guy I got when I was doing my own one, and then it was funny because anytime I had, that's a Shure microphone too, but this one is just a little bit.
PGA 48.
PGA 48. Professional Golfing Association. That's why it sounds like.
When I say.
I'll stop it for 2 seconds and I don't know. I want to let it keep going, but my biggest fear is if this thing dies, it won't save it, and it only has 1 bar right now. But I can steal
the red one.
Red batteries, but I bet you also have a USB Type-C connector somewhere, maybe. I might have one in my
USB Type-C.
1 second, we'll pause it.
Oh, I got it. I was going to tell you about work today. Roger.
We're not going to get talking about our work anymore.
Well, this is my work on the side, so this is just like a shitty little side job. And it was like a good little side job.
Okay.
It was nice, quick, made good money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So we back.
Yeah, we back. Sorry. We back.
We back.
I love the unconfident we back.
Well, I was like, what am I going to say? And I was like, fuck it, whatever.
Does that work better? Sorry. I feel like I got to get this cake.
It does. It works perfect.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
There we go. Confident.
Yeah,
so
bitch.
I was at work today.
Okay.
I went over to clean the gutters, figure out why 3 heater vents weren't getting heat, and figure out why a toilet was leaking. Toilet was like 2 minutes. Fucking bolts weren't super tight on the tank to the base. So it was just leaking through the bolts. The rubber wasn't squished tight enough to make a seal. Quick, easy. All right. Gutters, fucking easy. But I didn't do it yet. I do the fucking heaters next. I look at them. I look through them and they're all fucking, it's still connected because sometimes it'll just people put them in like shit and then it disconnects or they don't tape it good enough and then the ductwork falls off. So I checked that. They all three have them. I'm like, all right, well, that's fucking weird. So I go in the crawl space. I go in the crawl space and I open up the crawl space hatch and I went down there 2 months ago. Like the tenants just moved out. I do a lot of work for this guy. So I go down there, I check it all out. I'm like, everything's good. There's no signs of like any leaks under the bathrooms, the sink, nothing. We're good. Blah, blah, blah. Next to the ladder to get into the crawl space, and it's like a 3-foot ladder. I still have to like crouch down, which kind of is so painful. I'll explain that. But the ductwork was right there and I had to like crawl under it. And I remember that part. So I know it was hanging up and now it was like sagging down. So the straps had given way for whatever reason. There might have been like a critter like running along the top and they were just brittle or whatever. Cause it's not even like metal straps. It's like this fucking piece of shit fiber paper bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyways, fell down. The insulation's around the pipe. There's a fuck ton of, not a fuck ton, but like when I saw it, it alarmed me how much water was in the crawl space. And so it like soaked up in the insulation, making it heavier, which pulled more of it down. And then which disconnected it from the part that was feeding the 3 vents. So I go and get like random ass string I happen to have in my truck because I was not prepared for that. And I wasn't going to go to the fucking store.
Yeah.
And I told him like, it's got to also be replaced. So I was like, it's temporary. It'll work. Just fucking get a HVAC guy out here. Like I could
crawl in the crawl space.
Yeah. Cause like I could do it, but like I could totally do it.
Dude, I
so
hate
easily
crawl spaces.
And it's so
spacious. Are the type of people that always get put in them.
It's so spacious. Like you can be like this. It's this much, this high, like 3.5, 4 feet, almost 4 feet.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's clean, whatever. But like, I fucking hate crawl space work. And like, I don't need the money at this point. Like I get paid good enough. So I'm like, I'll do the easy shit. Like I'll do gutter work on the side and clean the gutters and fucking, pull a toilet off, put a wax ring on, put the toilet back in, take $175 for fucking 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool.
Dude, I did a toilet. I was going to say, I did a toilet and I was like, this is way easier than I thought it was. Like you do the wax ring, you unbolt the old one, do the wax ring, put the new toilet on.
I just hate cleaning the old one off.
It's a little gnarly, but it's like, oh wow,
just don't think about it and wash your hands real well.
That took 10 minutes and they're not even I don't know, you would know better than I would. I've only bought one toilet, but they're not that expensive.
No, it's like $100 to $200.
I'm a bad person and and a lot of the times I don't reuse. But like, I'm literally like, dude, when I have like a fucked up toilet, like I think I would just go buy a new toilet. Like if it was so dirty, like, you know what I mean? Or like so fucked up.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like the lid is half.
Well, yeah, if it was fucked up.
The lid's half falling off, and the toilet seat is one of the old ones that doesn't fucking slowly close, you're like, and then, it's all dirty. I think I'd just be like, fuck, I'm just going to go buy a new ass toilet.
You're such a piece of shit. You are.
Just throw the old one away.
I'm not going to clean it and maintain it. I'll just buy another one.
Throw it in the river.
Jason adds toilets in his budget.
Every 6 months I'm replacing. Well, because I see that's the other thing is nobody even understands like where I'm coming from here because you're on city water. I'm on well water. So our toilets get so fucking gross if you like. Yeah.
All the fucking minerals and shit just stick to it and make it discolored.
Yeah. We've gotten better about like actually keeping them cleaner, dude, but like.
I used to go and stay at my friend's house. And if I stayed on a certain night and they had like a certain day, I think it was Saturday, was like chore day. So if I stayed Friday night, I had to do chore day with them. Kind of like if you stayed Sunday night at certain houses, you had to go to church the next fucking day.
Yes. Saturday.
Fucking hated those houses. And this family didn't do that, thank God. So like I'd try and stay Saturday night, but if I couldn't and I stayed Friday night, I'd have to fucking clean with them. And they lived out in the country and they had well water. And I always my friend would make me clean the fucking toilets.
Yeah, I'm not going over to that guy's house. No,
Dude, and one time we were wrestling, he was a big fucking guy. Like, he was a
Do
lot.
I know him?
No, he grew up in my neighborhood. He lived across from me, and he was like 3 years older, and then he moved away. But he was like, at the time, he was double my height because I was so small, and he's 3 years older. So he hit puberty and started growing, and I was still fucking a child. And he's also fucking big. So we were wrestling, and he like picked me up on the couch and flopped me over, and it was an L couch. And like, I don't think it was fully connected for some reason. So the bracket where you would like pick the couch up and interlock it, I smacked my foot on it. And it was one of those things where you can't fucking breathe. You're just like, and you just fucking are paralyzed. It was so fucking painful, but that was a random story. But I cleaned the fucking toilets and had to do that.
No, you're all good.
And we had to put their chickens away at night, and we had a little golf cart that we'd rip around there and fucking be dipshits.
I can't believe the making the other kid do chores. I feel like there was a couple of times that I was over at kids' houses and shit, and they were like, you got to clean your room. And I'm kind of a bad person, but I think I would pick up like one thing and be like, hey, where do you want me to put this? Over there. Cool. Sit down in a chair and be like,
you got
so how much longer are you going to clean?
What's the definition of clean here?
Yeah, exactly. How clean does it have to be?
Should I go home?
How clean does it have to be? Dude, I used to love going over to friends' houses, but the 2 times that you didn't want to be there was like cleaning, which I was rarely ever there. Most of my friends' parents weren't making them do that while I was there. And then other would be when they start fucking fighting with the parents.
That or the parents are fighting. That's even more awkward.
Oh, that is pretty bad. That's almost, that you're correct. That is almost worse.
That is absolutely worse. Because at least when they're fighting with the parent, you can at least be on the parent side and just be like, dipshit.
Yeah.
And the parent's like, yeah, fucking retard. And like just shit on them. But if it's parent to parent, dude, that's.
Yeah, then you have awkward sleepover night where you're laying in bunk beds and he's like, I'm really worried about my parents.
Dude.
I think they're going to get divorced. And you're like, yeah, they are. Oh. You got a good one. Don't do it. I think your hesitancy is probably
this person's not going to see this, and I cannot say names. So I think it's going to be fine. But we literally just talked about this. But in like 4th grade, I met this kid. We were friends. I stayed the night at his mom's apartment. And like I had stayed the night at his parents' house. And he first lived in my neighborhood. Then he lived in the country. And then his parents separated and his mom lived in Sherwood in an apartment. And even that won't give it away, thank God.
We're good. Keep going. But I know exactly who it is. I was over here playing 21 questions in my head. I have a very solid guess.
Just say the name and bleep it out.
It's either one of the two. It's either... No?
No, he was in my grade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know who it is.
You really don't know who it is.
Damn. Okay.
Most people...
Just say the name. I'll bleep it out. You're good. Keep going. I'm sorry. I fucked that up. I probably should have.
Well, then he moved again, so he wasn't in Sherwood for long.
Okay. You were over at his house. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I was at his house, and it was like, dude, it was like fucking midnight, and we're playing video games, and his mom's like, all right, come on. And we're like, what? She's like, yeah, we're going to the store. We're like, all right. And she's like, yeah, we'll get whatever you guys want. We're like, cool. So we fucking go get in the car. I know I've been around Sherwood a lot at that point. Like, even by 4th grade, I was walking around a fuck ton. So, like, I knew where everything was. As soon as we started driving, I was like, there's like 3 places close as fuck. Where like, are you going to this store? Why are we going there? And I'm thinking all this. And then we get on 99 and we start going towards Newburgh. And I'm like, this is a weird way to go to Rainbow. Like, that's the only other place this direction.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm like, All right, where the fuck are we going? Like, we're leaving Sherwood. What the fuck? We end up in Newburgh. We go to Knapp's Thriftway.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we go to Knapp's Thriftway. And I remember I got like those little chocolate brownie bars with the colorful, like, little.
Yep, the funfetti bars.
Yeah. I'd never had them, and I finally got them because my mom wouldn't let me get them. She let me get them. We get some drinks, whatever. We pick her friend up. Her friend meets us there. We pick her friend up. I think in that parking lot, the cops come up because they recognize. I don't remember what it was. Something, they didn't recognize it because they came up. They thought something weird was going on. So they come up, right? I think they maybe did know the car and the lady. All right. So then maybe we're familiar with her. So then they start talking to her, asking questions, whatever, but he can't see who's in the passenger seat. The person in the passenger seat starts talking. He's like, officer, it's cool, blah, blah. And he looks down and he goes, oh, it's you, blah, blah. Like, you promised nothing weird's going on. She's like, nothing weird's going on, blah, blah. We leave. We go into a neighborhood. Here's when it gets crazy. We see his dad walking down the street. All right.
Okay.
With a woman. She pulls up like she's almost going to hit him. She pulls up onto the fucking curb, gets out, leaves the door open. They start fucking screaming and cussing and yelling and fighting instantly. And she just starts swinging on this bitch. And they just start fighting, dude. They just are going at it. And I was like, we're sitting in the car and I was just eating my brownie. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, why am I here? And then she got back in the car and we fucking left. Like, and we just went home.
That's probably why you moved.
Yeah. They moved to Newburgh.
Get better surveillance on the guy.
Yeah.
Dude, what? That is insane.
It was weird. It was a weird night. Yeah.
I was trying to think back on which one of my friends' parents would fight like that. And I don't think I had. I don't think I had that many friends that were like that, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah.
I can't even like really think of who. Off top.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't need to just start listening to them. But what about pretty much anytime you're over, and it's fine because I'm bleeping him out, and I love him. But
yeah, no. But I was just saying, like off top, like I can't think of who, but I just know that there's
a few.
There's a lot of awkward. I was around a lot of awkward situations. I'd be over and I'd be like, fuck, why do I still come over here? This shit always fucking happens. Always.
No, dude. I remember one time I went over to this one kid's house and I remember like, this is just like a weird fucking interaction where I just like probably developed some sort of social anxiety from. I remember I was talking to him and I was like, we should go on the internet, you know, like, let me show you something on here, you know, because I never, like we were talking about, I still don't really have fucking Wi-Fi. So like, you know, I don't play Xbox. I never do any of that shit. But anytime I went anywhere, people would be showing me that, you know, it was like early in the internet days. And I was like, let me show you this one website or whatever. And it was probably porn. No, I don't think it was. I think it was like dead ass. I think it was this one, and this might be a deep cut, and I don't think you would know it, but Candy Shack. You remember that? Nice. It was something like that where it had all of these games like air hockey, but it was like lifesavers. And it was like different types of candy, like put it together for kids. I don't know, but I wanted to show him that. And he's like, I'm not allowed to go on the internet, you know? And I was like,
I hated those kids.
I know. This is the last time I went over to his house, guaranteed, dude.
Dude, but now with this internet, that's how I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to go on
that
there.
internet was worse.
It sort of, but like now, like you can get like simple apps like Instagram and stuff, and then just see porn, death, fucking everything. Like I see fucking death on there every fucking day. Like it just, yeah, that's just wild. I send it to so many people though. That's why it keeps popping up.
I remember
people get shot and shit. I think I literally sent one. I don't know if I sent it to you.
I probably didn't open it, unfortunately. This man sends me DMs until
Are you in that group chat?
Yeah. We have a group chat literally titled Colby sending us stuff because nobody responds and it's just Colby sending us.
Dude, I will send dozens a day.
He does. Dude.
Not so much anymore to that group chat. I've been picking up pace again. Mm-hmm. But in the beginning, I was sending like dozens a day.
I was going to say the last few days you've been on one again, which is hilarious because what happens is like I'll be chilling out in my shop and finally one day I'll like open up Instagram and I'll open that group chat and I have like 6 months worth of the best Instagram content because it's curated by this man. Like,
dude, that's what everyone says. They're like, I don't like when I go on Instagram, they're like, I'll scroll sometimes, but then like, I'll get bored and I'll just go on and finally look at all the fucking things you sent me and just die. And I'm like, you're welcome. Well, dude, I'm making the world better little by little.
I feel
That's
that,
my
dude.
contribution.
I've had a couple of ideas around that. We'll talk about that later. But back to that internet thing, just the last thing is I remember I walked up to his mom because I was like, no, dude, I'll get that fucking mic down, dude.
I had to go do something.
You're right. I was like, dude, let me show you this. And he's like, no, I'm not allowed to use the internet. And I'm like, you are. Like, let me go ask. You know, like I've always been a bit of a snake charmer, you know. So I like walk up to his mom and I'm like, can I go to this? I was like, he seems to think that like he's not allowed to use the internet, but he has a computer. You know, and she was like, yeah, no, like we try and like make sure he stays off the internet. And I'm like, can I show him this game? And she's like, no. And I remember being like, I'm not coming over here again. Like dead ass.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, wait, no, this isn't the type of like you want to know who it was?
Who?
Do you remember him?
Yeah, I didn't like that guy.
Actually, maybe it wasn't even him.
Oh, well, I didn't like that guy.
His house was just
You're going to have
bad.
to bleep a lot of names.
I know, I'm going to bleep him out. It's fine. His house was just as bad, but I think that was actually... Do you remember him? Yeah.
I remember his bitch mother.
That's who it was.
Dude, I fucking hated her. She was a cunt.
I'll bleep them all out. But you were talking about like that internet. Dude, that internet was way worse. I remember when I was little,
I had to look harder for bad shit.
No. You could just type it right into Google, I feel like.
Yeah,
and it
but
would just come up with the worst things. Yeah.
Now, like, you can be like, oh, I don't want to look for it. I'm just looking at fucking Instagram. Boom. You fucking see somebody get shot and killed. I sent like 8 of those videos today. They really like me.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. I have 2 GoPros, but I was like, I don't think I need to bring GoPros. I have a GoPro here, GoPro here. If you watch like super old Joe Rogan, they used GoPros. And I do not like that. Like if you watch like the old ones, like episode like 200, it's like him and Red Band sitting there. Glug, 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 glug. Dude, maybe we should just get into ASMR.
Was that bombing the Ukraine war or the Palestinian war? Which one were you doing?
I thought
Ukraine ASMR.
I was trying to figure out what cool war sounds I could make right now off the top of my head. Do you have any good accents?
No. Not at all. I suck at accents. I can do a lot of different accents very good for like a couple words very sporadically.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I tried to do an Irish accent or an Italian accent, and I have to like listen to it, and then I can mock it pretty well. But then if I like go away from it and I try and go for like a couple minutes, it's gonna start to sound weird as fuck. And then also like I'll switch it, and all of a sudden I'll start doing like a Mexican accent or like try and do like a Arabic dude or whatever, and I'm doing like or Indian or whatever.
Most of mine end up sounding like a Mexican accent.
Yeah,
but I think that's just because I work with a bunch of Mexican dudes, and I kind of half-ass will, and it doesn't help, but I'll almost say it like they would say it.
When I talk to them, that's how I do it on accident. Like I don't mean to, and I'll catch myself doing it, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "What am I doing?"
Well, but like
it's so funny. I do it so much.
Yeah, but speaks English pretty good.
Sometimes, yeah.
If he wants to.
It's so weird. Yeah, sometimes. Like sometimes it's really good, and other times he'll say something, and I'm like, say that again. Was that fucking English or Spanish, dude? I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
No, dude, I don't think I can kind of do a couple of accents, but this is like, I've thought about Googling how to do accents before. I think I have at least once, like, and tried to watch them, but it feels so cringy sitting in. But I can do a couple. I can do the Philly yo.
Is that really what it sounds like?
Yeah, pretty much. And they say a hoagie. Yo, let me get a hoagie. Like, I don't know. They kind of talk. I think it sounds a little bit like that. And I can do a piece of paella.
God damn. All right, let's hear your Mexican one.
We're just getting dude, I can't wait to get SNL. Yo, my friend, let's go hang out. We can, we take the window, we take it out, and then we put it back in. That's about my bet. Okay, so
that's what mine sounds like.
we gonna take the tape, we take la cinta, and we go around the window, and then we put the new one in.
There, there, Akito, come here.
Hasta aquí, over here.
I get called Keto or Akito or something like that.
Does that mean kid?
I think so. And then I get called Kid. So he doesn't know my name. I think I said this yeah. Like a couple weeks ago, I was like, he said something, and I was like, "Do you know my actual name?" And he was like, "Yeah, Kid." And I go, "No, like my real name." And he goes, And I was like, "Okay, it starts with a C." And he goes, "Yeah, Kid." And I was like, fucking like, yeah, but no, dude. And I'm sorry because it's confusing, but like, I was just like, I don't give a fuck. So I found it so funny, and I was just like, I don't even know what to say. Like, do I try and explain it? Do I not? And I was like, yeah, whatever, Kid. You're right. It's okay, but yeah, fuck it.
I was laughing. Andrew hit me with like, he was mad at the way we say platinum. He's like, it's no platinum, no space. Why is it together? Together, it's together. Cause like, and
how does he say it?
I forget, but it was way cooler. And that's what I hate is like 99% of the shit that they say. I'm like, wait, what does that mean? And they'll tell me, and I'm like, damn, dude, that sounds so much cooler than.
So platinum, he's saying, why do you say it platinum?
Yeah,
you're not saying it together.
There's no space. Like he was saying that, and he's right. Like I feel like we add a whole bunch of extra syllables that you don't really need. Like platinum is a platinum. You know, I don't know. Now I almost gotta look it up. It was funny though, because I said something the other day. I was like punta, and he's like, and I was like, isn't that a bad word? And he's like, no, that means pointy, you know, and pretended to step on nails.
Punta?
Yeah.
Isn't it puta?
I think so. The one that yeah. I don't know. Figure it out. Sorry, bro. I'm kind of out of shit to talk about.
Well, I was just looking up because that got dark, and then I was looking at the time because people were texting me, and I was like, "What is going on? What time must it be?" Dude.
Latino.
Latino. Latino?
No, Platino.
Latino?
Platino. I don't know if that. I don't even think that's what he said. But a lot of the shit that he tells me, if you look it up, it doesn't like. But
Did you ever learn tierme?
No.
So I learned in 7th grade, tierme was time.
Okay.
No fucking Mexican I know knows that word. Time is something else. And when I search it up, I can't fucking find it. And I'm like, what the fuck was I taught? Like, and where else would I know exactly how to spell it? Like, I can't think of it. I need to write it down. Yeah. But like, I knew how to spell it.
Well, but you don't know any
it.
Spaniard Mexican or Spaniard speaking Spanish people. I almost said Spaniard Mexicans. I don't know if that. I guess how it kind of worked too for some of them, because I think a lot of the regions down there were controlled by Spain. At least that's what my new friend.
Well, and the one my teacher like had gone to Spain and had learned like. And it's all there. It is like kind of different from different areas. So
you want to hear my Spanish?
Could be that.
A B C D E F A A B C.
I have 3 guns here. I'm thinking about which one I want to fight.
Which one you want to kill me with right now?
Yeah,
that's what. I always do that to them and they start laughing so fucking hard. I have a couple good bits about Mexicans, honestly, from working with them. Like, I crushed with Manny and his girlfriend the other night. Not at this, and I guess it wasn't the other night. I think it was last year.
Manny? Our friend Manny?
Our friend Manny. I think it was last year's Halloween party. And it wasn't his girlfriend. I think he just brought her. I think they were kind of together at the time. I don't know. But they were both like actual Mexicans. And like I had them dying because I was like telling them shit, you know, and I was like telling them, I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like I started trying to learn Spanish and yeah,
how did that get up there again? Dude, sorry, go on.
No, you're good. I started trying to learn Spanish because I did. And like, I still really want to learn it. And I know a little bit of Spanish or whatever, but like I was telling them what I'd been learning so far. And they're like, yeah, what do you know? And I'm like, I know like 4 things. I know A, B, C, D, E, F, and I started doing the alphabet and they were laughing hysterically. And I was like, dude, you don't get it because I took Abby's phone and this is true story. I started watching all of like, you know, like those like Blues Clues ass songs that they have for us. Mm-hmm. They have that for Spanish kid or Mexican kids. And so I just started watching those. So literally it was like Old MacDonald, but in Spanish. And that was her whole YouTube feed for a while was like 5-year-old Mexican kids. Like,
and you actually knew it?
Yeah, I was like into it because I really wanted to learn it because I do work with a bunch of Mexican dudes and they all speak Spanish and I like talk shit with them and I think it's funny. And so like, I was telling them that I know that. And then I was like, I know La Chona, which is a song that every Mexican person knows.
Can you sing it right now?
Yeah. And it's like, I can't really do it all that well. But I started, even the fact that I just knew the song, they were laughing, you know? Mm-hmm. And then my favorite thing is when I was doing the Old MacDonald shit is I learned that Mexican dogs speak a different language. Mm-hmm. You knew this?
Well, I knew that dogs in general, do like German German shepherds?
No.
Mexican
Not what
dogs?
I mean. Not what I mean.
Okay, what?
What sound does a dog make?
Like a barking sound?
Yeah, like bark, bark. That's what we've always been taught. Mexican dogs, they speak a different language too, so they go bow, wow, wow. And yes, look this up, dude. Alejandro does it all the time. Like when he mimics a dog, he's like bow, wow, 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 bow, wow. They speak a different language. You can pull up the Old MacDonald sound or song right now, and it's like El perro say a bow wow wow. Like the dog says bow wow wow. Look it up. And they started laughing so hard. I'm going
to ask my grandparents about this.
Ask your grandparents.
And when I was in Mexico for a month, there's dogs everywhere, and I never heard bow wow wow.
That's what I mean, though. And what's hilarious, but I think it's because Chihuahuas do kind of sound more like wow wow instead of like bark bark. You know, like our dogs are generally bigger. Like I don't.
So they have some bitch little dogs over there, maybe like in the cities or something.
Well, just in general, like what I mean is like it says like El pollo hace a pew pew pew. You know, like the chicken. Bark, 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 you know? Well, the dog, instead of bark, 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 it'll say like El perro hace a bow wow wow. Look at it. I'll fucking show you right now. Look at this. I guarantee you the first one I pull up, the second it gets to the dog, it's going to go bow wow wow.
It's so fucking... Why would a dog make a different fucking sound?
Because they speak a different language.
But I've seen videos of dogs barking all over the world. Like this.
I know, but it's just, that's a joke to me, you know, but I could say it like that on stage. Like, yo, we got any Mexicans in here tonight? You know, because dude, I did that on.
That'd be funny.
You know, and be like,
wow.
Honestly, like I know I made this joke on that open mic I just went to. I walked up and I'm like, I know it doesn't look like it based on my Carhartt sweatshirt, but I don't say the N word. You know, everybody started laughing, and then I was like, but I work with this Mexican dude, and every day he walks in and goes, "What's up, man?" And everybody started laughing. And I'm like, I think he's colorblind, you know? And then I was like, honestly, he's mastering all races right there. It's a Mexican dude calling a white guy the N-word. Like, and then I was like, honestly, I just feel included.
If it's the one I'm thinking about, he's a little yellow too. Like he's coming included in all of them.
And then I was like, oh shit, what did I say after that? I recorded. I'll have to show you after this thing.
Just look for the mobile exclusive tag on thousands of hotels.
Get the Expedia ad real quick. 1 second. Watch when. Oh my goodness. But I don't know, like, because I've made that joke to him before too, and like he laughed at that. I was like, I don't understand why like a lot of like old white dudes are like racist towards Mexican guys, because like they're pretty much the exact same people. They like to work incredibly hard to support their families. They love drinking beer, you know, like they're pretty much the same people.
And they work together a lot.
Okay, we got a pig. Quack, quack, sheep.
El viejo McDonald tenía una granja, E-I-E-I-O, y en esa granja tenía.
Where's the fucking dog part, dude? I'm sorry. This one's not even gonna do it, dog.
Tawny shows me a bunch of funny Mexican songs and videos that his son makes on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. They're always in Spanish and he's fucking dancing and shit.
Sorry, now I'm on a hunt to find one. Oh, here we go. This one has a dog in the thumbnail.
Oi, oi. That was the sound?
Yeah, 1 second, what? It goes wow, wow, wow. And that one is a little bit different from the way I've generally heard it. But I told you, they always hit a wow. The Mexican dogs speak a different fucking language, dude. You better not steal this bit, because I shouldn't have put it out on the podcast. I think it's a good one. And Mexican people always laugh hysterically when I tell them that. I'm like, why your dogs speak a different language too, dude?
I don't even.
And these are real Mexican people, not fucking your third generation ass. I mean, like actual fucking, like they just got here.
Dude, I'm gonna have to ask Tom. But that is just the fucking thing. Why do?
What sound does a dog make? Bow wow wow. Guaranteed.
He is very funny when he makes sounds. Although I think I've heard him go before. He's fucking so funny.
That guy is funny. I don't know. I think I'm one of the people that he pretends that he doesn't know English to. I always try and talk to him and he just fucking keeps walking.
Dude, he does that to Tim too.
I'm like, what, dude? Have a good night. I'll see you. I'm like, fuck you. What are you doing, bro? I thought we were cool.
I fucking love that, dude. He's so funny because, like, anytime we're around Mexican people, he'll talk to them and then I'll go, what did you say? And he'll tell me everything and then he'll go, it's a fucking bitches. Little bitches. Little motherfucker. Fuck them. Bitches. Pussies. And just talk mad shit. And he calls them the B word all the time. Every single time.
We do that too. We're like,
B word bitch.
What were you saying about me, bro?
Yeah, I always ask him.
I told you about there was somebody at work that I'm not a big fan of, and my one Mexican friend looks at me and goes, what up, mi amigo, trying to make me feel better? And I was like, not much, mi amigo. And then my other Mexican friend walks in and I go, mi amigo, not mi amigo, and pointed at the fucking guy and they both just started crying.
Could he see you guys?
He had his back turned towards me, but we were in the office together.
The guy?
Yeah, the guy, the non-amigo. Yeah, he had his back. He was talking, so I don't think he really was paying attention. And dude, like I told you, I go in every day with an open mind. I'm trying my hardest.
I don't really care. It's just funny.
Yeah, no, you should have heard me the other day. I was being such an asshole.
To him?
On Friday, yeah, it was pretty bad. Like
at the meeting thing?
Yes, it was the second meeting or the third meeting that we were having in 1 week because this guy, I told everybody I'm not going to get into work shit.
That's fun.
But I did have everybody at the open mic say mean stuff about him, and it was really funny. I got whatever crowd that was there. It wasn't many. It was about 15 people, but I got all 15 people to chant "fuck that guy's name" because that's how I set it up. I was like, hey, they say comedy's kind of like therapy, and this one's truly just for me, guys. How many of you went to work today? And like 2 people clapped, and I'm like, some of you need to get jobs. What are you doing? And then they all started dying, and I was like, dude, what? I was like, they say comedy's like therapy or whatever, so this one's for me. Like, I had a bad day at work today, it was annoying just like most of you guys or whatever I said. And then, I did that. And then I was like, it's predominantly centered around this one guy. So this one's just for me. On a count of 3, can we just end this out with a good 1, 2, 3, fuck that guys.
And they did all do it. They were very enthusiastic, especially the older people.
I'm
Old
sorry,
man.
I'm dying over here. My favorite was the one dude, Isaiah, that I just met that week, and he's like, die in a fucking hole. He's like pounding on the table. And that one's outside at open mic, so we're like downtown Vancouver, open mic outside. So probably like 2 city blocks could hear people screaming, fuck.
Yeah, it's just a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's a couple other, like, it's a little street of businesses, but then you can see houses from the back parking lot, right? Or like the sitting area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And people are, what the fuck's going on out there?
They're like, damn, dude, it must be a fight. And nope, he's not even here. I'm just taking my anger out where he can't defend himself.
That was a good one, huh?
That was good. That's how we'll start. Bring it back right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're back. We had to make some cuts because we promised that I wouldn't talk about work, and then I talked about work. So,
Fuck work.
We'll just skip over that for a second, and we're back, and we're going to end this up real quick because I think we're about at an hour. So we're going to end this. We're going to go over to the Patreon right now. Me and Colby talked about it before it was recording, but all of our old episodes have been taken down.
Yes.
So if you are just now finding the Bowling Night podcast, and I might have to cut this and put it at the beginning too. If you are just now finding the Bowling Night podcast, there is a lot more content from us. we moved it all over to the Patreon. So if you're a real fan, why don't you go subscribe over there? You can check it out. I think it should be. All of the old Patreon episodes are up over there, which is even scarier, bro.
Yeah, those are wild. Those.
I don't necessarily even.
We might take those down.
Also,
like we do a little musical chairs with the fucking pods.
I have, because I remember talking about it on one of those podcasts, was one of the first times that I had done stand up at the Old Town Bar and Grill, and that is also up on the Patreon. I think there might be 2 clips of me doing stand up on the Patreon. So if you want to go judge me, you have to pay me first. So I'm hoping that you will.
Yeah, if you want to make fun of him, you got to give him a couple dollars.
And just remember that that's about 3 years ago. So, or not 3 years, but it was crazy how old, dude, all of the videos were from 2021. It's almost 2024.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Bowling night's back, baby. Like we said, meet us over on the page.
That was a long break. All right. Peace out. Have a good night.